Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, August 14th, 2025, and we're here for our work session. As we do with all of our work sessions, we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Councilman Kern, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Okay, we have just a couple of announcements this morning. The first one relates to the Polish Fair taking place this weekend. I'll turn it over to Councilwoman Waski.
Thank you, Deputy Supervisor. I can't believe it's the Polish Town Fair weekend already. It's this Saturday and Sunday, August 16th and 17th. On Saturday, opening ceremonies begin at 10 a.m. That's when the fair and festival open. And that will be at the Showmobile, which will be located in front of Pulaski Street School. The fair will be open until 10 p.m. Lots of stuff going on between the Polish Civic and Polish Hall. There'll be a flag raising ceremony at Polish Hall at noon. They have the wedding, Polish wedding at St. Isidore's Church as well on Saturday. And then the fair will open again on Sunday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So come on down. It's always a great time. I will be down there working actually all day on Saturday at one of the Civics booths. So if you can come on down and say hi, it would be great.
Great. Councilman, are you going to do the polka while you're down there?
Absolutely. I'm getting very good at it.
Well, we look forward
to it.
certainly
Yeah, great. All right, well, we
eat my
look
share
forward
of
to that.
kibasi, that's for certainty.
Good. All right, good. Also happening Saturday, August 16th, the Riverhead Lions Club, Music for Meals in Grangeville Park. That's going to be taking place from 3 p.m. to 12. I think I might have this wrong. This says, the hours of this say 3 p.m. to 12 a.m.?
3 to midnight.
3 to midnight. Wow, okay.
What it says on our event.
That sounds great. For those that want to stay up that late, I'm not a night owl. But anyway, all right. Also Saturday, August 16th, Racetrack Not Street, the 2025 Summer Motorsport event taking place at EPCAL from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. And that's always a popular event, so everybody's welcome to come down and cheer on your favorite racer. All right, with that, we'll move on to open session discussion items. The first one we have is matters surrounding commercial vehicle parking on Youngs Avenue with Deputy Town Attorney Victoria PILO. Good morning.
Okay.
So this is, I guess, Chapter 289-10?
Correct.
Okay.
So we were here a couple of weeks ago to add Youngs Avenue to the list of streets for prohibited parking, standing, stopping for certain vehicles. So a couple of weeks ago, we added semi-trailer trucks, but we did get some notification from Greater Civic Association of Calverton. They wanted us to consider making the language a little bit clearer for the commercial vehicle trailers equipped with a dump body or tipper bed, which is basically your dump truck. So it'll be easier to write and enforce these tickets now that that specific type of truck is identified in there. Everything else is the same discussion we had about the dangerousness of the parking on that road. So we're just adding that in hopes that it creates better enforcement in that area.
So this will help capture, I guess, a wider pool of vehicles?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So that's really all I have
All right,
on
good.
that.
So Victoria, when will this go into effect?
So if you're all good with me putting this on for public hearing, I believe the anticipated public hearing would be in September.
Okay.
And then once it's voted on, I would say that it would go in October. However, the way it's written that we met a few weeks ago on it, that public hearing is going to be August 19th.
Okay.
So
okay.
most of this will go into effect in a few days.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, great. And this is a really good example of how town officials and staff work together with, whether it's civics or folks on the outside. They helped identify a problem, and we're doing what we can to try to fix it. And even if we didn't get it fully captured on the first iteration, we go back the second time around, and it's a good example of how that process can play out and work. So great job to you and obviously your team
Thank you.
in legal on this. So if the board is amenable, we'll go ahead and have the attorneys put this in for publish and post?
Yes.
And it had
Okay.
the support of the traffic safety being discussed it as well, so.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you.
great.
So kind of in the same token, we have a little bit more of a concern about being crystal clear on these. So what I noticed actually myself in court,
So let me just interrupt you just one second. So we're going to jump to the second
Sorry.
item, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to the second discussion item, which is matters surrounding e-bikes, bicycles, and electric scooters. We'll ask,
oh, no, I mean
Oh, I'm sorry.
for local delivery defined.
oh, I'm sorry, okay.
Danielle wants to join for this.
Why don't you join anyway? It's just a party going on
Yeah.
up here.
Wonderful.
This is Deputy Town Attorney Danielle Hurley. Okay, so we're still on
Sorry.
28910?
Yeah, this
Oh, okay.
is still on the same topic. So in order to ban the vehicles that are overweight that are going onto those roads, we wanted to define local delivery. Because what I'm noticing in court is people are getting tickets for these and they're saying, oh, you know, I was doing a local delivery. So the issue with that is that it's hard to prosecute those without a clear definition of what local delivery is. So this really very specifically states what a local delivery is. Does it start in Riverhead? Does it end in Riverhead? There's 4 different ways that an officer or town code can determine whether or not that's a local delivery. So this is just for the exception. So no vehicles are able to go on these overweight roads unless they are for local delivery, and this will kind of lock in, you know, who's making the local delivery and who's not. So it'll allow those tickets to stick in court and hopefully solve that issue of these vehicles.
So if you live nearby and you're having a couch delivered and they have to bring the big truck in to do that,
Correct. So their manifest or their they would have a bill of sale or something,
Right.
a bill of lading, something in their vehicle that they could show the officer, look, this is the address, this is
Right.
the only road I can go down, and then they wouldn't
Right.
write a ticket.
or you're having a party and the tent company has to come with the big
Correct.
truck and bring the equipment in or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay.
This is trying to kind of catch the pass-throughs, like,
Yeah.
you know, someone from Up Island that's trying to deliver something in Greenport, you're not really, it's not a local delivery. So that's why I felt that a definition would be helpful. So now I'm done with this topic.
Okay, makes sense to me. Does the board have any questions or comments on that?
I have a comment.
Sure.
Right now is a very proud girl moment, girl power. Look around this table and look at how the women exceed the
you
men
guys are
at this
outnumbered.
table today.
Thank you.
We have you surrounded.
I think that this is fantastic.
Fine with me. A good job is a good job. I don't care who does it.
Everybody is great too.
All right, great. Well, nice
Good
work
team.
on that. And now I guess we'll move on to the second item,
Yes,
right?
sorry.
Yeah, no. Surrounding e-bikes, bicycles, and electric scooters. And I think we're missing just one attachment that was supposed to be
Yes.
put online and I missed it,
So that was mine, and I have copies
You have copies for everybody?
everybody.
Great.
Thank you.
Pass these down.
Thank
And I
you.
have copies for Chris.
Great.
Thank you.
So there is one attachment up there,
So this
but
is
it's
old.
not the most recent iteration, right?
No, so one code amendment is Victoria's, it's a separate section of the code, and one code
Oh.
amendment is mine, but they both
Okay.
deal with the topic of bicycles, so
Okay.
we thought it'd be easier to discuss them as
Okay, great.
one.
Got it.
Yeah, mine's more analog and hers is more
Yep, you can
future.
go. Yes.
So for bicycles and electric scooters, I had been in discussions with PD about the dangerousness of bikes that have been going up and down Route 58. So as we know, County Road 58 is our busiest commercial corridor and includes sidewalks on both sides. And there are a lot of vehicles that enter and exit driveways. There's a lot of pedestrian traffic. So the amendment would prohibit bicycle riding on the defined sidewalks in Route 58. I have the starting and the ending points of Route 58 that are listed in the underlined section under 231.1. That would be the change. And the goal is not to limit the biking in the town, it's just to prevent accidents in the high traffic area. And there are areas on 51 shoulders that the bikes can safely be on.
You mean 213 one?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that is what I sorry.
I'm looking for 231.
So not
Yeah.
motorized?
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, 231 is fire marshal.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure they could be involved in some way, but
Ms. Pilo, so that's motorized and non-motorized vehicles?
So these are just your regular bicycles,
Okay.
and then Danielle will cover the motorized.
Electric.
Yeah.
Yep, so going into that, we have the topic of e-bikes, which are known as bicycles with electric assist. So first was where to put it. Decided to place it with electric scooters. Electric scooters is also in the VTL, and so is bicycles with an electric assist. So the first step was defining bicycle with an electric assist. This definition came right from the New York State DMV website. So bicycles with electric assist are classified into 3 classes. The first one is, a bike that you're pedaling and it's kind of just assisting you, but you have to move your feet. The second is one that can kind of exclusively propel you on, and you don't need to pedal as much. And then the third is similar to that, but goes much faster, which is more just for a city population. So throughout the code, we added in the VTL sections that discuss bicycles with electric assist. They will not, along with electric scooters, they will not be prohibited on road or sideway with a posted speed limit in excess of 30 miles per hour, and shall not be operated in designated bike lanes except for the Class 1. So that one where you're still kind of pedaling and it's kind of just slightly propelling you, those will still be allowed in the bike lane. In terms of, so another concern was these, which was brought to me by Councilwoman Waskey and Councilman Kern from their committees, was how they operate on the bike path. So this will, in section P, bicycles with electric assist are not allowed on the bike path except for, again, those Class 1 bicycles with electric assist.
Fantastic.
We also increased the penalties to
Oh, yes.
reflect
Yeah.
the regular bicycle code. So the regular bicycles and the bicycles with electric assist have the same penalty section.
Yeah, so there'll be 1 to 250 for first offense, 250, 500 second offense, and 500 to 1500 for third or more. Hopefully we don't get past third.
I'll just make a comment that I think this fits, we'll see where this goes, but with the V&T, that, so, in my understanding, electric bikes are motorized bikes. So if you are under the influence of drugs or alcohol driving on one of these electric bikes on the road, the police department may be able to arrest you for impaired driving of some sort. Under the V&T, we'll see, but I believe because it's a motorized vehicle and it's
Right.
on a highway, a public highway, so we'll see. But that's a way also to
Yeah,
help
so
protect the public.
Yeah, the DA's office would handle those.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm just mentioning that.
Yeah, they could, in theory, be facing not only a criminal charge, but a town code charge now as well.
Right.
So at what speed does the the town or the DMV require that you register the vehicle?
I think for scooters it's 25 to 30, so I'd imagine that bicycles would be the same.
Yeah, so Class 1 bicycles and Class 2, they're 20 mile, they can only go 20 miles per hour.
So
that
class
would make
3.
sense.
So class 3
Class
is something.
3 is exclusively propelling, reaching a speed of 25 miles per hour. So that aligns, because at 25 miles per hour, they'd need to register as vehicles.
Is there anything in here that we're letting them know that they need to register with the DMV so that, or do we?
Well, right now, Class 3 bicycles wouldn't be allowed in our town because they're
Okay.
solely to be operated within the city of a population of 1 million or more. And that's stated here in the definition.
I know we have them, and that's where I'm going with this.
Well, now there'll be tickets able to be written to those individuals within town under the town code.
Because we didn't have any code for it in the first place, so.
Yeah, I understand, but I mean, since they're out and they're being used, should we require that they're registered? you know, with DMV.
Wouldn't that be
That would be in the purview of the DMV.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would be a
more
state
of a
requirement.
criminal VTL issue, non-registration.
Right, but well, I guess what I'm asking is, should we contact the DMV? Do we have the right to say, you need to register anything that goes over 25 miles an hour? You need to have a registration from the DMV.
That is something that the VTL and would handle.
I would say anything, you know, when you're driving in the town of Riverhead, we're not telling people that they need a driver's license. All of the moving requirements would be through the DMV. I mean, they would be alerted to that through the DMV. I mean,
Okay.
you could always,
Okay.
I'll check, but
I'm just, you know, because I think there's a lot of people doing it. They're not registered. I'm wondering if,
I mean, we can look into creating our own registration system.
not that we want to register,
Yeah.
but guide them to where
It sounds
they-
like maybe this is a good place to start, and maybe then it evolves beyond that, right? On the state level. Somehow.
Well, I don't know how
Not
it works
class
with DMV.
three.
Right.
You know, so if they have a requirement,
It's not legal. There's no need to register.
But it's not like we have something in our code that says that if you're driving a car, that it has to be registered.
well, no,
yeah,
well,
that's
that's a
what-
really good
Right.
point, though. If
That
you're
through the
driving
DMV.
30 miles an hour in a car and it's not registered, you know, the
Right.
car's not registered, right? So if you're driving 35 miles an hour on an electric bike, they can be pulled over and they're not registered. Get it?
Right, so
Right.
moving, like
I mean,
Victoria said,
she-
moving violations are handled by the,
district attorney's office, the
Right.
county, from the laws that come through the
Right.
state. So,
thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, does the board have any other questions or comments on this? There's a lot in here. Thank you guys for breaking it all out the way you did. It's helpful to understand it.
Good job on that, Coach.
And you went through this with your committee,
Yeah, the alternative
Oh, the alternative
transportation
Good.
committee. Yeah, they've had a chance, they've looked at this.
And they're comfortable with it?
From what I gather, they're comfortable with it.
Okay, good. All right, so next step, I guess, is publish and post?
yes.
Okay. All right, great.
All right.
thank you.
That covers it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, so that is
My best.
that is the last open session discussion item that we had on for today, but Justin, do we have a Riverhead in action we're gonna fire up? We do. All right, so we're gonna amend the agenda to include that, just so we have it listed forever, that we are gonna run a Riverhead in action video from National Night Out. They weren't sure if it would be ready
Oh, wow.
for prime time today, but they got it done, so thank you to IT for doing that. And when you're ready, Justin, take it away.
Hi, this is Tim Hubbard, supervisor of the great town of Riverhead, and you're watching Riverhead in Action, a media campaign designed to highlight the incredible work of the 350 plus employees that comprise Riverhead's 26 departments and sub-departments, town events, projects, job openings, local businesses, and other town happenings. I hope you find this informative and enjoyable, and thank you for watching Riverhead in Action.
Oh, I like that.
I'm so happy to see such a great amount of people here for our first time actually doing a national night out in this format. We used to go to independent neighborhoods and visit them, but this I feel is a lot better community oriented. I would like to thank my staff for everyone that's here assisting with this event. Lieutenant Eagles are going to turn it over to assist with naming all the people that helped this event kick off.
Hello everyone, I'm Lieutenant Dino Iskaro from the Riverhead Police Department. Just wanted to give a couple of shout outs and thank yous to everybody that helped us put this on. Big thank you to the Riverhead PBA, the Riverhead SOA, Suffolk Credit Union, Riverhead Rotary, Ralph's Rentals, Riverhead JAB, Snowflake, Dairyland. Also for other vendors that are joining us, Riverhead CAP, the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office, Butterfly Effect Project, Thrive. Last but not least, for allowing us to put this on, thank you to Riverhead Town Board Supervisor, the Chief of Police, and especially all the officers that are donating their time on their off day to come here and so we can put this on. Supervisor?
Thank you, Lieutenant Israel. People, just look around at the equipment that these guys, the men and women of Riverhead PD have, the stuff they can perform, the stuff they can do. The large drone that was up in the air before actually has the capability of dropping a life preserver around the water. They can fly it out to somebody in distress, drop a life preserver down to them. But more important than any of that is the men and women of the Riverhead Police Department. I say this all the time, and I mean it, and I truly believe it. We have the best police department in Suffolk County and probably on Long Island. So a big round of applause for Riverhead Police Department. They're dedicated. They have many family members here today. They're local. Their kids go to school with everybody's kids. It's a real nice community police department. And under the leadership of Chief Frost, we've really moved forward. So we appreciate that. And thank you, everybody that came out tonight, and have a safe summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Town Board. Okay, we're going to start out tonight, right now, with a canine demonstration. Any questions?
That wasn't as graceful, see? Not as graceful for me to go on. Locating an article. You found it, John. It is under there. Trained to passively alert. Once he finds the article, he'll put his nose on it and lay down. If it's on the ground, if it's elevated, they'll put their nose on it in the elevated position. They'll either on their hind legs or sit. Got any more questions, guys? Yes. Loki just turned 6 years old.
Thanks everyone for coming again. There is a police boat on the waterfront. If you guys want to go take a look at that as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it is here. Thank you very much and have a good night. Thanks for coming out.
Very nice.
Well, that's your deer. Very nice.
Good footage.
Thank you for putting that together, Justin. Did a great job on that, and everybody that was involved with that. All right, so we're going to move on to our next item, which is resolutions. And we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to ask our financial administrator, Jeanette DiPaolo, to come up and join us at the table. That way, if we have any items that require her expertise, she's available. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, if the board's ready, we'll jump right into it. Resolution number 1, authorize the sewer district employees to attend seminar. Yeah, you have a bunch of correspondence. If you have the full packet, you have to get through the correspondence and the public hearings. There you go. That's the new format. It prints everything. All right, resolution number 2, ratifies the authorization of one police department employee to attend a governor's traffic safety DRE interview. This is one of our drug recognition experts going to go on an interview to see if he qualifies.
Good, very good.
So it's a good thing, for sure. Resolution number 3, approves the attendance of one police department employee to attend the DCJS Public Safety Symposium. It happens yearly, and it's great that we're able to send somebody up to that. Number 4, authorizes the removal of fixed assets. Number 5, ratifies authorization of the acceptance of donations from Pekana Foundation. And just a point, we're going to make sure it gets included. after the work session today, but there's an attachment missing from this. It's the Schedule A. We have copies here for the public, and as I said, we'll make it available online. But I think, Jeanette, we'll just ask you to give us a quick overview of this resolution and how we got here.
Sure. So everybody knows Kanakaki has donated the domed hockey rink over at Veterans Memorial Park. They also have an outdoor rink that they've built. And I believe they're working on locker rooms if they're not already done. And a couple of other things. I'm not exactly sure what else they're doing, but there's a bunch of improvements going on over there. So the donated capital will continue probably for at least another year or two, however long. But each year we have to agree on the amount of donated capital. So this resolution is just the town of Riverhead agreeing with the Kanakaki's list of donated capital. We recognize it on our books as donated capital from them. So it's nice to have a fixed asset worth $2.9 million.
I would say
and this
so.
is through 12/31/24. So the number's probably higher now because 2025, I'm sure they're continuing to build and do other
Add value to it.
over there. Yeah.
Right.
So,
Okay.
all good.
And this attachment that, as I said, wasn't
Yes.
included inadvertently, but will be, you
Yeah,
can just
this
touch
is-
on that.
It's a list of 2023 donated items and 2024, and it kind of just summarizes out everything that Kanakaki has done as far as capital improvements over the last 2 years. Again, every year end, we have to agree on these amounts with our external auditors, so this kind of just puts it all in writing and firms it up and is ratifying it for the town board, so.
Great. Okay, good. All right, thank you for that. I'm going to take this back. There's more copies if you need. Okay, resolution number 6, accepts donation from Joseph C. DiBenedetto for the Recreation Department. D. Benedetto. Thank you for the help with that, sir. Appreciate it. We certainly appreciate the generous donation that he's making to the Recreation Department. Resolution number 7, budget transfer for capital project number 12101, Town Square Properties. This is related to, we had a recent closing, took a while, but we finally got there. We closed on the sale of the old building department. And Jeanette, maybe you want to just speak to the breakdown of what we're doing with those funds.
Sure. So we sold the old building department for 201 Howell Avenue for $525,000, and we actually had we had borrowed money from the general fund toward the town square demolition of property, and including engineering and soft costs. So what happened was when we purchased the 3 properties in the town square, 121 East Main, 127 East Main, and 117 East Main, when we closed on that, we actually issued bans for $5.5 million. We authorized bans for $5.5 million. We only issued bans for $5 million. So $500,000 was actually loaned from the general fund for the other $500,000 for soft costs, engineering, design costs, and part of the demolition costs. So this is basically paying back the general fund so that that's all closed up, and there's no other outstanding liability related to that at this point. Just to point out, we do have a little bit of a grant left over for $70,000 or $80,000, and we're hoping to get that at some point over the next year or so. The grants take a long time.
Right.
So.
Okay. And it's important for the public to know this has been the plan all along.
Yes.
With respect to the sale of this building.
Yes, I had earmarked that
Yes.
from day one.
Yes, and there was no deviating from that, and we appreciate your stick-to-itiveness with that. Okay, very good, thank you. Resolution number 8, ratifies budget adjustment for grant allocation for East End Arts Council relocation. We've previously spoken about the fact that we were able to secure grant funds to help facilitate the move for the East End Arts folks from their present location to the annex that's located just next door. So this helps accomplish that. Resolution number 9, EWR 2025-2026 Road Resurfacing Grant Budget for Extreme Winter Recovery. This, together with several of the resolutions coming after it, are they're mostly annually recurring grants, right, Jeanette?
Yes, correct.
For highway.
All from New York State.
Okay. Resolution number 10, CHIPS 2025-2026 Road Resurfacing Grant Budget. Number 11, Pave New York 2025-2026 Road Resurfacing Grant Budget. Number 12, POP New York 2025-2026 Road Resurfacing Grant Budget. Number 13, Acceptance of Youth Mentoring Sports Grant. Number 14 is listed in the packet, but we had a little problem and it didn't print in the sequence, so copies are here, as I said, for the folks in the room, and we'll make them available online. But this is amends Resolution 2025-651. It was really just a clerical error in the prior resolution that the board approved, just grabbing the wrong salary schedule title. So this just cleans that up. Resolution number 15 amends Resolution 2025-653. Same thing, just a simple cleanup item, clerical error that was made in the last town board meeting resolution on that subject. Number 16 appoints a homemaker. Number 17 appoints a part-time harbor master. Number 18 accepts the resignation of the chief building inspector. Number 19 ratifies the resignation of a public safety dispatcher 1. Number 20 accepts the resignation of a maintenance mechanic 2. Number 21 ratifies a leave of absence. Number 22 ratifies authorization for the supervisor to execute stipulation with the CSEA Local 1000, AFS CME, AFL CIO, Riverhead Unit of the Suffolk Local 852. Resolution number 23 authorizes license agreement with Riverhead Volunteer Ambulance Corps for the use of Riverhead Town Hall basement for EMT course instruction 2025 through 2026. And I know, Councilman, you can speak to how well this worked last year, which is why we're more than happy to accommodate and do it again, right?
Absolutely. And we need more EMTs. EMTs, some choose to continue on and become paramedics, but with volunteers in our community, last year I think we put approximately 25 new EMTs into the community.
That's great.
It's a great
That's
program.
good.
Yep. And a few of them have already gotten CPR Save awards, which is even more
Great.
really
Good. So it's working.
it's working. They've
Good.
saved lives already.
That's really great. Resolution 24 authorizes the supervisor to execute an agreement with Riverhead Youth Sports, Inc. for the referee umpire services for Town of Riverhead Police Athletic League football program for the 2025 calendar year. That means fall is on the horizon. It's unfortunate. Number 25 authorizes the town attorney to execute an agreement with certified environmental professional Jeffrey Seaman. Number 26 accepts performance bond from Kathy Lane LLC. Number 27 authorizes the town clerk to publish and post notice to bidders for polymer mixing system for the Riverhead Sewer District. Number 28 authorizes the town clerk to publish and post notice to bidders for replacement of large meters for the Riverhead Water District. Number 29, same as before, the resolution was missing from the packet, authorizes town clerk to publish and post notice to bidders for CVE US New York Riverhead 215 LLC Riverhead Landfill Water Main Extension. This is just a posting to go out to bid. Number 30 authorizes the town clerk to publish and post notice to bidders for disposal of town-generated construction and demolition material. Number 31 authorizes town clerk to publish and post notice to bidders for Dow Flake Extra 83 to 87% calcium chloride or equal. Number 32 awards bid for sludge cake removal and disposal. Number 33 awards bid for police uniform items. Number 34 awards bid for fertilizer and lawn chemicals. Number 35 awards bid for grit screen waste removal and disposal. These are thick bids, that's why there's so much paper. Number 36 awards bid for liquid sludge removal and disposal. Number 37 awards bid for 2025 annual construction contract. Number 38 awards rebid for 2025 annual procurement contract. Number 39 ratifies extension of bid for replacement of large meters. Number 40, ratifies the settlement of legal action in the matter of Town of Riverhead against Robert William Kramer, 510 Toomey Avenue, Riverhead, New York. Number 41, ratifies designation of alcohol service vendor to service alcohol at the Polish Hall Festival 2025, coming up this weekend. Number 42, approves special event Chapter 255 application for the Riverhead Athletic Club 5K race. Number 43, approves special event Chapter 255 application for Fine Fair Supermarket Customer Appreciation Day. And number 44, pays the bills. And that's it on resos. So in a moment, we'll ask for a first and a second to go into executive session to discuss the following: matters surrounding a leave of absence from an employee with STRIPLIN-TIO, matters surrounding class action grievance with the CSEA with Howard, matters surrounding litigation with Crafted with Howard, matters surrounding contractual agreement for the Vail Leavitt with Howard, Hurley, and Thomas, matters surrounding contractual agreement between the Town of Riverhead and Heatherwood with Howard, and matters surrounding possible consulting agreement for plans and review services with Thomas. So with that, if the board has any further announcements or comments? No? And I'll ask for a first and a second to close the work session.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Meeting is closed. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day and have a great weekend.